We back, man. We back. Let the people know what's going on.
Man, shoot, glad to be back, man. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I was waiting on that intro, that fire intro to come through, then hop in. But hey,
Man, nah, you got to You got to. This is
we
grass. This is grassroots.
hey,
This
shout out
is
to the grassroots, man. I mean, hey, we got the band back together, man. Feels good, you know.
man.
Three
Corey,
man weaving again.
man, Silk was off in the mountains, bro. He was off in the mountains chilling, bro. He was out in Gettysburg, snowboarding and stuff, man. Acting like,
Didn't get the snowboard, bro. Didn't get the snowboard. I wish I would have snowboarded, but didn't get into any snowboarding, bro. I had a good little hiatus, little reset to end the year, start the new year type vibes. But Tennessee was Gatlinburg. That's my first time in the Smokies. They don't owe me $1. I almost pooped my pants a few times being in the mountains, bro. You can't be
Oh,
navigating in the dark, my brother. So we had
yeah.
fun.
What
We
happened?
navigating
get
in
to
the
the
dark.
live show. We can talk. We can talk about that on the long show. I'm gonna give y'all my mountain stories and whatnot, man. But
Man, mountain man,
um,
man.
I kind of want to hear it, man. Thought you was mystical. You know what I'm saying? You know, walked in on a grizzly bear. You like, nah, I don't want no problem.
so check it, man. We go to Dolly World. It's like towards the end of the night. It was already like, first of all, we had a resort that's
Hmm.
high up in the mountains. They call it the best view in the Smokies, man. And the ride up that little mountain is sketchy a little bit. You feel me?
Rich Negro shit right there. That's
But
rich
it's
Negro.
worth it. No, wasn't even that expensive, my brother. But it was worth the. Just decided not to do like toys and things for my kids this Christmas. I want to experiences, man. That's what I want. They getting older, bro. So I want to do things with them instead of buying a bunch of gadgets and technology and toys and all that BS, man. So we just did a little trip. But the view was worth it, but you get a little taste of the mountains. Like we're not really that high. You know, we
Hmm.
high, but it's not really risky. You're not traveling through. You going straight to your condo, your vibes for the weekend, Airbnb, whatever, and that's it. Man, we went to Dollywood. One of my partners, Gator dude, ended up shooting me some tickets. He works for Dollywood corporate level, so he shot me some free tickets. Like, man, go check it out. We leaving that joint. I'm tired. It beat my butt, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a theme park. So I tell the wife to take the wheel, at least till we get to the gas station. So just get me to a gas station, then I'll take over. Cause we had to get gas anyway. So I said, just go to the gas station down the street. Cause we in like a touristy area. Bro, she leave out the park and immediately, soon we get out, she start going up a mountain. I'm like, where the hell are we going at? He just twisting the turn. I'm thinking eventually we go down. Cause we in the city. We're
Yeah.
in the middle of everything. Long story short, man, it took us the whole time we was going around the mountain to get to like the city. Man, it took us through the mountain. I'm
Mm.
talking about, bro, you couldn't see anything. No guardrails.
What you was
As you
driving?
go up and come down, bro, I'm in a minivan. Thank God it wasn't snowing, right? Like anything crazy. But bro, that was a scary, sketchy experience, man. It was family and bonding building, bro, because that car got quiet, you know. The wife is stressing me out. She's scared and nervous, and oh my God, kid, just
No,
just
no.
turn around. Like,
Is
no,
that
we
a
are in
four by
20
four
minutes.
minivan or a 4x2?
No, we didn't need. I think it's I don't think it's front wheel drive. It
Oh yeah,
ain't it
you
ain't
boy,
four wheel
you setting
drive.
yourself up for failure, right? Sliding around the mountain, boy.
Man, even in the 4-wheel drive, the mountains, some parts of the mountains can be very humbling,
It
though.
depends if it's gravel or not, right? We was on all concrete roads, so we was blessed with that, bruh. If it was any snow on the ground, I definitely would have been in some trouble. I would have to turn back around or just park. To be honest with you, man, but overall, it was a good time, man. Good area for like a lot of touristy stuff going on. We didn't get to do the snow tubing because it was Christmas time and it was all booked up. There's people waiting 3 hours to get on the tube, and we weren't about to do that in that weather. So didn't get to do that, but a lot of sightseeing, just food eating, and just bonding and vibing with the fam, man. All cozy and cold. The view was outstanding. You saw the view, man. The
Yeah,
view was everything, bro.
I tell you, I was like, man, you got to put the view in the background, man. I'm like, man, we don't want to see you. We want to see the view, man. Like,
I shot
we
some
came for
content. I
the
just never
view.
put it out. I shot some content out
Yeah.
there. Just never did. I just got it in the Osmo, just chilling a little bit, man. But
How was
how
the
was your
smoke? Did it
holidays,
hit different up there? Hold on, did it hit
bro?
different up there? The
The
smoke.
views is
I'm talking about the
immaculate, bro.
smoke. I'm talking about your smoke break. Did it hit different?
Oh,
Was it like
100%,
a
man. Like you gotta
was it
have
an
that.
elevated?
No, it don't. It
Was
don't.
it
It didn't hit
elevated
any
high?
different. Like, nah. It didn't. To be honest with you, unfortunately, like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like on some smoking stuff, I don't even really smoke for pleasure no more. Cause I gotta smoke like medicinally for my my injury that I got going on. So that ain't even smoking ain't a fun thing for me no more, bro. It's it's monotonous at this point. I'm trying to find a way not to smoke, bro. So but it was a good experience just being that high up, man. Taking in Mother Nature atmosphere, like those mountains, bro. Mountains never get old to me, man. But if you ever in the smokies, just don't drive at night, bro.
Bill say, "Oh snap, I'm in the mountains all the time. I'm doing the same thing with my children for Christmas instead of toys."
Dope.
Yeah, that's
That's it
what's
right
good,
there.
Alan. Yeah, so new show, new format. Well, not a new show, but this is something we're gonna do called Daily Cut, where we try to keep up with the topics and everything. We're also gonna still stay with our long form content, man. We're still gonna roll it out, but this is something that we're gonna kind of give to the people 30 to 45 minutes of what's popping, what's happening, like the most trending topics at the top of the key. Trey, you got anything before you want to move on and get started, bro?
No, I said let's go ahead and tap in, man. Let's go ahead and do it.
Let's let's get it, man. Like so, first topic, bro. Just straight off the rip, man. The L.A. fires. The
Hot boy
L.A.
winter,
fire.
ain't it?
Hot boy weather, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm living through it right now, and it's just a thing that happens in Southern California. The tragic thing about this one, man, is it hit the homes, right? It started right close up in they call it Skull Rock up there in the Pacific Palisades, and it's like about only like a couple hundred yards away from actual homes. So they had a fire actually New Year's Eve that started. So they're kind of confused about when it started and how it started because there's several type of things that they're thinking. They put out a fire on New Year's Eve that burnt like 8 acres. Right, they was able to get to it, put it out. It's a hiking trail. It's a bunch of teenagers be up there partying and stuff. So they put that fire out, and they said sometimes fires are not completely out. You can cover them up, you can bury them, and with the wind coming, it could uncover it and it reignite it. So they don't know if that started it. They don't know if arson started it. So it's a whole bunch of things. They got a video out where some guys were hiking on a trail, and they were like, "Man, we smell smoke." And then next thing you know, they go to another clip where they were coming running down the hill, like, "Bro, we was just there and it's on fire." So it's crazy. It started literally right on top of the houses. So it came down the hill with the winds. It came down the hill and just devastated Pacific Pacific Palisades and the Malibu area, and it's still going. Then you got the Eaton fire that's popping off. That's still going. So you got areas like Pacific Palisades, Malibu, um, Pasadena, Altadena just completely under siege right now.
Yeah, I thought they said the Palisades started from like firework like display on New Year's Eve. Like
Yeah,
that.
that one did. The first one they said allegedly they think it started from a fireworks for New Year's Eve, and they thought they put it. They said they don't know if the fire restarted because they thought they put it out, and it's a possibility it could have restarted with the winds, or someone could have set it on fire, or the power lines that's up there, because there was another thing they said they were supposed to replace the power lines because they were old outdated power lines that's from the 1930s, and they started in 2019 to replace the power lines. But of course environmental Nazis were like, hey, you're damaging
Calling
these.
people Nazis. Golly.
Hey, they're talking about you're endangering the species, these endangered species of plants. So they had to stop them because they was putting up metal poles that's more wind resistant, and so they got sued. The city of LA got sued. The county of LA got sued by the environmentalists, and they had to pay a fine. In 2020, they never went back to do it.
I know like in certain parts, like I know when we was in Northern Cal, like they had like restrictions on like fireworks and stuff like that. I'm surprised that they let y'all get that off.
Bro, guns is illegal, and they still got guns, bro. You should see the video like on New Year's where they got the like drones and stuff flying, and everybody popping off fireworks, bro. Everybody popping off fireworks. So it's just because it's illegal don't mean
I'm talking about like, or they just buy 'em from another state and then they come
yeah
back.
they go to Nevada, Arizona, and they go across the border, buy them, and then come back. So it's you're not gonna stop it. You're not gonna stop it. That's for sure. But it's just it's so many thoughts out there. It's like what they say, smart city. People are saying like possible conspiracies. Like some of the conspiracies out there saying that they doing this to get rid of people for 2028 smart cities, the Olympics. The fire was set deliberate. If you live in Cali, man, you know one thing that's gonna happen. As soon as they announce high winds, everybody know a fire. Everybody know, hey, I can't go outside. I can't have my bonfire going. I can't have a barbecue pit going because if one of those ambers gets swooped up, or if an idiot starts a fire, bro, it's so many variables to it. So who knows until this investigation is done. And people saying they burnt up they started the fires to cover up the Diddy evidence, man.
I can see that.
So it's just a lot of things. What you got, Silk?
Not a whole lot, bro. I just been monitoring it more than anything, man. It's like you said, there's a lot of things going on around it. Just interested to see how like they help the people. You know, I got to
Yeah.
see like even on social media, just watching on like Twitter, it starts showing like some of the science girl account that I follow. It
Mm-hmm.
was showing videos of how countries like Japan and China, what like infrastructure they got for like brush burns and natural disasters and whatnot. It just shows how behind we are. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is the one of the richest cities, if not the richest cities in America, and we can't even put out a fire. We don't have the infrastructure and the fire department, protocols to be able to handle something like that. Even though it's something, you know, it's tragic and it's a rare thing, but we should have something in place.
Yeah.
It just seems like the people are sitting ducks, like escape routes, like evacuation routes. Everything just was like a complete shit show for a lack of words. I'm trying to
Yeah.
stop cursing on this show, but it was just like not organized, and then the support from the country, like we got a very advanced country, and I think
Mm-hmm.
the way we react, it seems like the American people always got to come and save the country, and not the actual government. Like the fundraising and all the support always got to come from like we're looking for a celebrity, or like what celebrity is gonna do and donate, what concert or benefit drive. It's always something like that, but it's like the way I've been viewing the country and the way I've been viewing a lot of things is like you just gotta look at this government for like how it really support the people of America. You feel
Yeah.
me? And that's what I just been looking at. Like, bro, how do they just sent a few more $1 billion to Ukraine yesterday and the day before that and the day before that, and now California, we can't even put fires out in the proper way, and then you're asking the American people to donate to Red Cross and whatever else while we watching college football playoffs. To me, it's just I just been watching America at its core, through all of this, bro. That's how I just see the world going forward. Like I just want to watch everything for what it is, man, not for what I want it to be, bro.
Yeah.
But a lot of this stuff, like it ain't even conspiracy. It's just what they want it to be. They want it to be like this because if they didn't, they could change it like quick.
Yeah. Big time, man. And you know what sucks the most? And this is what I think about. All right. So with the insurance policies and what people got to understand, a fire insurance policy only pays for the structure, doesn't pay for the land. It only pays to rebuild the structure of your home, right? So, and that's at cost, at whatever cost they consider the home to be. So say your house is valued at 1.5, where they say to rebuild your house with this material the same way, minus whatever they came out and assessed. If the foundation is good, they're gonna assess it as you ain't getting a foundation. So your most homeowners insurance is like $50,000 deductible, right? So they go, your house is 1.5 million, but the structure to rebuild the structure is only 300,000. So we're gonna give you 250, and you got to come up with the other 50,000, and then you're gonna go to a construction person to build these homes, and they're gonna be like, nah, to build your house, it's gonna cost you 400,000 or 500. So now you got to go back to the bank where you're still making probably still paying a mortgage and ask for additional money. And some people are going to just end up just saying, man, you know what? I'm gonna just take the whatever money they give me and I'm gonna just leave. You know what I'm saying? And the state, this is my theory. The state gonna come in and say, hey, we'll buy that land from you. We'll give you, you say 1.5. It ain't no home on it, so we'll give you 400,000 for it. Then they're gonna turn around and sell it to some developers, and developers are gonna develop it for cheap, pennies on the dollar. So it's it's unless you persistent in the process, it's gonna be a big. It's tragic, man, all the way around. What you got, Trey?
No, yeah. First and foremost, man, prayers out to the 24 families who died, who have family members that died. I
Mm-hmm.
know personal people who um, family have lost their homes and whatnot. And when we was living down there, a friend of mine, who a coworker, he was out doing Chiefs mess and then came back. His whole life was just burnt to shreds, you know. And a lot of times, I think we don't really understand the impact. I know this happens every year in California, so it's not like it's something new. And I think the way that California just kind of set up infrastructure wise is kind of hard to kind of get water in a lot of places and resources. Um, but it's tough to. Um, I saw a quote that said she was it was like I felt sorry for no I woke up and I felt sorry for myself, you know, because I didn't have any shoes to put on my feet until I met somebody who didn't even have feet to walk. And a lot of times we don't really understand things until we personally are going through it. And I think that's the biggest thing with this country. A lot of times when these natural disasters happen and it impact so many people's lives, um, there's the level of empathy, because we're so desensitized in a lot of ways, is not it's not there. Um, and like the way the insurance companies and stuff was just dropping people, I thought that was sad, you know, to
Yeah,
watch people who have insurance and then just out the blue, just boom. Now I got no coverage. Now I got to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with my family. And then all the like the wild stuff you would see on social media, and they would like throw labels at people saying that people are looting and robbing and taking people home, stealing from people's houses and whatnot. And come to find out, it was just like it was their house, and they were
yeah,
trying to savage, you know, what was missing. But when you're going through that, you losing like my friend Dan, he ended up like he got to the point where he just ended up just moving to another country because he lost everything he had that his family passed on. And there
mm-hmm.
was a lot of memorabilia, a lot of personal stuff that you just can't, like, money can't replace. They gave him a bag for it, but you know, I can tell like he was just empty. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt like he just lost everything. And I think that's the toughest part to try to, like, you know, wrap our heads around. Is like, I don't know, bro. I don't like the politics of it, you know, like especially in times like this, you see the political games, or the blame game, and then I don't know, it's a lot of stuff, and then the stuff, the wildest shit, like you said, you talk about the Diddy stuff, man, with the inmates that running the fire department, that working for the fire department, that can pay under minimum wage and whatnot. It's just a lot of wild stuff. Just like, man,
And they ain't even getting that money. The prisons are getting that money back. So man, I mean, it's just a lot of it's just, like what people don't know. Altadena is like a predominantly rich upper middle class black neighborhood, and it's just like wiped out. Like you wiped out a lot of black wealth in that neighborhood. You know, if those people don't come back and reestablish themselves, or you just think you just paid off your house, because those people been in that community in Altadena for a very long time. So now you got to restart over. Like, how do you feel? A mortgage again? Because nobody's gonna build it for the cost that the insurance company give you, man. And I just one thing I want to say, man. Everybody, you can call in live 805-366-3367 and join us if you want a voice. We want to hear from you. So give us a call. What you got, Silk? You about to say something? I know you had that look on your face.
Oh no, I was just vibing, bro. Like
Yeah,
like I said, I'm just observant. You know,
yeah.
just everything that's going on, man. I do like Trey was saying, like they like a lot of things they tell us I just don't buy. Like
Mm-hmm.
It's 2025, bro. Technology is absolutely crazy. Like cars are driving themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they got so much technology. They could run. They could hit a like America could hit a stop sign in Afghanistan from fucking Florida, bro.
Yeah.
Like this technology is just too vast for me to say us like the city, one of the richest cities in the world, can't have water to be able to like to for something that happens regularly. Like this
We ain't pay for
happens
that
all
option.
the time. You
We
Well,
ain't
they
know,
pay
were
for
it,
saying, no, they were saying that they have water, but the way that everything is uphill, so the pressure to get the water up to wherever
They got
they
to bring water tenders in, and the thing is, man, it's pumps. You can relay pumps. Like you can
but what
some of these
about the
fire
brush,
trucks.
right? It's like a lot of this stuff, they're not even cutting back on things. Like
Yeah.
a lot of this, like I'm saying, like it's other ways to prevent a fire outside of just the water. And it wasn't because of lack of money or can't do. It was pretty a large level of negligence by the government. Like the people that are in charge is the reason the American people are suffering right now. Like
Yeah.
on some empathy level type thing. Like the reason a lot of this could have been prevented. A lot of maintenance work around these different cities could have been their preventative measures. Could have been taken, and it just wasn't, man. And now I think like even like I said, when it did happen, like they had no real organization to evacuate. So, like the government is the one that's letting the people, the American people, down. And like we got to start holding these people more accountable at the polls. And I'm not even picking a side. It's just like this happens in every state. Like from Florida, we seen it happen with the hurricanes when they hit the Carolinas and Tennessee and whatnot. Like you just
Hmm.
continually see every time natural disaster hits America, like the response to it isn't or the level of like I say evacuations. Them people in the mountains was stuck.
Hmm.
Like most of these cities, you seeing these these things happen to in other cities. You should
Yeah.
start preparing for the natural disasters that could hit your town and be prepared a little bit better. So I just think like and just observing how the government react financially, just like fundamentally in a lot of different ways. It's that to me is the depressing part.
Yeah. And now the thing is they already have identified these vulnerabilities so many times, but they have yet to allocate resources to these vulnerabilities. It's just like it goes back to Katrina. Everybody knew that Katrina was New Orleans is a fishbowl, and if a flood happened, a catastrophic flood, the city can't pump enough water because the old pumps that you got in there ain't can't handle it. But what did they do? They didn't care, right? They used that money for other things, and then next thing you know, a big storm comes and wipes the whole city out, and it
And they
still
weren't
has yet to
prepared at
recover.
all.
Nope.
Yeah, and they weren't prepared at all. It's just like continually happened, and like I said, it's just like no real change.
Yep. And nobody's
That's
held
that to me.
accountable.
That's just yeah.
Nope.
We've been on
Nobody's
this
held.
for a little minute though. I don't know how
Yeah.
long we want to talk about it. I know we want to keep it moving.
Yeah.
Well, I know Bill had called, man. Bill, if you get a chance, call back. I had messed around and answered the phone. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Saw Big Bill. You know what I'm saying? I
Call
just
in, Bill. We hanging out.
yeah. Man, shout out to the Bills of the world, man. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah, I
got
seen. I was just scrolling before we got on here. I seen that. Just speaking of government giving out, I seen that Biden sent the people $770 to everybody that's affected by it. And I already see social media going crazy. And right now at that number, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I don't know if there's more support coming, but that's the initial. I do want to point out the support that is going out there. So I think it was like 4 hours ago I seen the report that came out that he's giving $770 to people affected by the fire.
700. That ain't even a one night hotel out here, bro. But we'll move on, man.
You may be joking, but you may be right at the same time.
Nah, I'm dead serious. That ain't even the night of the hotel out here, bro. Like that $700. That's a drop in the bucket out here. That's
What's it been
unfortunate.
like just on the ground level? I haven't talked to you like a whole lot. Like, are the people frantic or everybody kind of just chill and going through the motions? Because on what social media and in real life is just two totally different things. So, what's the vibes around the city like?
Concern. It's like the more or less the air quality is piss poor. It's raining ashes down, but people are going about as normal as they can. In the direct impacted communities like Pasadena, Altadena, they got support stations. It's a lot of support from the local community, man. And it's unfortunate that the community has to support their people when we pay the government all this money in taxes and stuff. And the people are rallying, giving them clothes, giving them food, giving them water. You got people out there cooking for them. So it's a lot of support on a lot of love on the ground. So it's not so much frantic. It's more people are just pissed off that none of this is being prevented, and it's a constant struggle with either electric company, the government on keeping the brush back and everything. So that's where that's the anger. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Shit,
anger.
I mean, State Farm dropped 70% of its policies. That's 70% of people who had like policies, insurance policies to get
The
their shit
timing
taken.
was impeccable. Like
Oh,
the
because they get
timing of it all was like impeccable. Like if you're in a conspiracy bag, like it's easy to dive into that bag when things like that happen, because they are in a risk game. Like they ain't just guess to drop that many people. Like they study weather and patterns and all of that same stuff, bruh. Like, I'm sorry, go ahead, Nova.
no. You was right. I just got a voicemail from Bill. That's all I want to. I'm gonna play that.
Man, shout out to Medea,
I'm just
man.
going to keep it simple. So y'all hit on a lot of good wickets for the fire department situation or the water shortage. So check this out. They complain about the environmental, hit them with a big fine. But the same fine that you would get hit with, they can pay that bill. We just sent out what, $3.6 billion to a country to fight a war that is not even a part of America. So don't give me the fines. I don't care about the fines. You environmental can fine you all day. The problem is we worrying about an investigation right now. There's no reason to worry about no investigation. Right now, we need to put the fire out. You know what I mean? Then do the investigation or do it at the same time. Investigation and put the fire out. You know, we get it, bad pipes, whatever the situation. I even heard the fire department said too many people are draining, pulling on the water at the same time. That's cool. But like Silk said, we watching football and we begging for money, but we sending $1 billion to countries. I don't get it. Like, we need to stop that nonsense. Stop begging for money for us, America. Oh, we need to take care of each other and run game on us. No. Y'all send billions to countries that is not America. Y'all can pay billions to LA. LA is the biggest city than most states. The population of LA is bigger than, Virginia, bigger than Arizona, just the population alone. So all that excuse, watch that. But that's all I got. I'm going to try calling y'all again.
Hold on.
It's a good call in, Bill.
Yeah, I don't really get into like the geopolitiks of things because like that's the different pool of money or like where like money goes for war, where money goes for like
But that's just
that.
what they telling us though. Like it's a different pool of money. Like what does that even mean, bro? Like the American people are struggling. Like they give us these ideologies and these systems and say, oh, it got to be structured. This money is for this and this money is for that. Well, what money is allocated for the people? What's the budget for that every year? Like I just don't buy it, bro. Like if you could send billion, like we're watching so many billions of dollars, the numbers is crazy what we see that go out to these wars. And I just think I don't want to keep harping on it, but to
Yeah, yeah.
me, I just get to the just bare bones of just life, like not the semantics of politics and what's what and no, just the bare bones, plain and simple. Like y'all throwing money at death, you throwing money at murder, like and the people, like the American people are struggling. They keep us divided. They keep us arguing about who's black, who's white, men, women, religion beef, party beef. They keep the people at the bottom arguing. Every time these things happen, it just throws a new celebrity bone or something to argue about and keep us divided, amongst races and everything else. But the real problem is you just look at everything plain, man. I don't like to get into like where money should be
Yeah,
allocated, and I understand all of that, but I think they give us those ideologies to just make us dumb
yeah.
because at the end of the day, bro, America got money, and the American people shouldn't be donating to other American people to get them out of these type of holes. We're digging other countries out of holes,
Yeah.
like literally.
And that's a good thought. Switching gears, you talked about the celebrities, and that's another topic. What you think about this whole Drake academics and Bron connection going on?
Woo.
What's your thoughts? You started out sick. Get a crunk for us.
I mean, break it down a little bit. Um, did y'all play? Did y'all talk about the song that Drake dropped, the Irish
Yeah.
fighting Irish freestyle? Y'all talked about that on here.
Oh, we didn't talk about that yet. We didn't talk about that
So,
yet.
so Drake dropped the freestyle, and
Mm-hmm.
it insinuates. I wish I had the lyrics in front of me. It insinuates that LeBron cheats on his wife Savannah, and right out the gate before everybody else gets involved. Like I think that's dirty, messy work from a grown man, dog. Like
Nasty.
nasty work. I think it's a lot of things at play here because he talks about in that song of making or exposing who LeBron really is, his image behind the scenes, and I've even talked about his image, and it's squeaky clean until now. I was just gonna
That's
get it from Drake's standpoint, like what's your win here?
yeah. What's the angle? Is it to me? You going at LeBron because of him dancing to a song, like him enjoying himself, dancing to a song that somebody he's
Like
cool
I
with.
could we went to the concert,
Yeah, but he didn't
pop
get on
up
stage
concert.
though. He didn't get on
But
stage.
you LeBron James, the stage. You is the stage. What you talking about?
And they did catch her. They did catch him on the mic saying, hitting that. The mic turned. I mean, the camera turned right as he was saying, what the pedal part or whatever. Like, pedal.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So apparently, bro, Drake's sensitive. And then, I feel that DJ Academics is Drake's media wing, right? He's his leak. He's his leak man. So anything that DJ
Pause.
Academics uh talks about, I think is directly from Drake, right? Because he has too much insider information that is too accurate, right? So him just jumping out there saying this about Bron, saying, you been in Canada, you two man with Drake. Bro, that's just Drake talking through academics and keeping his hands clean. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see how this gonna play out. Clutch Sports versus uh,
I don't think he's even
Drake Boy.
hiding it. Like academics saying he's getting it from Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think like Drake is trying to hide. That's just his mouthpiece right now. But let me ask y'all this question: you think Savannah just finding out?
Oh man, he $1 billion athlete, bro. That just comes with the territory. He's $1 billion athlete, bro. There's not a space that he can operate in where he's not being got at. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the, unfortunately, some of the baddest, beautiful, most elegant women walking earth are coming at him, and he's only as strong as his temptation. If he was a smart man, he would keep Savannah everywhere he goes. But
Would you keep Savannah everywhere you went if you was
yeah,
coming in the game 18, 19 years old, married, young, but you pretty much know what you the next one up. You getting these checks, biggest shoe deal ever, straight out of high school. Like he's a made man, already got things kind of set for life. You
yeah,
think at that age you gonna have the mindset that I'm gonna be with my wife everywhere I go? To be honest with you, bro, I'm with you with the status and who he is and what comes with it. I think he did a great job of keeping it hid.
yeah, yeah.
That's the best that Savannah could ask for from him. Like just keeping it low.
yeah. And like Brandon said, got to be some NDA signed. We'll never hear about it unless somebody got more than that NDA gonna give him. Because the minute they speak, he gonna sue them for whatever little crumbs they got. So it's messy. Like you said, it's messy. What you got, Trey? You quiet over there.
No, I was just waiting. No, it's tough. You can kind of see this playing out, like even like during the Olympics when Kendrick first dropped, and it was in Team USA was in different countries, and LeBron was just like jamming out to the new, you know what I'm saying? And Steph would look at him and like, nah, can we play something else? And LeBron like, nah, I'm feeling that. But you can kind of like see the temperature kind of building up, and then I think like for Drake, he probably just looking at all this, and I don't know like their relationship. It sounds like it was pretty deep, And then he, you got your main man supposed to be your best friend, and how he looked at the relationship, and he out here crip walking with the ops, showing up at the pop out. Then the 40th birthday came out. He did his own video, put the video up. That it go viral. K Dot dropped that new album. That new album is just banging everywhere. So he just like, man, he's like, I can't even escape this joint right now. So he probably just in his feels. But it's just a lot of like dirty work, like on both sides. I think like if I don't know like their relationship, but it seemed like it was pretty close. You talking about kids involved? He had him popping up at Bronny birthdays, and like I don't know, it just seemed like a lot of close relationship, and then boom, like you turned on him. That's how he feels. The Drake feels, but there's no excuse for bad behavior in my opinion when it comes to like violating man code. And
Yeah.
it just seems like as far as culture, I was like DJ Act. Like I think it's gonna be weird on how all this play out as far as like lawsuits, because these some real these some grimy allegations, dog. This man talking about he done brought out all the snow bunnies, dog. He brought out like some of the baddest snow bunnies ever. Every time they go out, he say the Bron ain't like he's like they ain't even his type. You know what I'm saying? He bringing out and Savannah probably she probably like, yeah, I'd have probably done seen some of it already. So it probably don't even affect her. She be like, yeah, all right, yo.
But hold on. Think about this. We're saying Drake's anger, right? About this and he's feeling this type of way. Do you think he's feeling this type of way because Bron was the leak to K Dot?
Hmm?
Could Bron have been the guy that was the informant that was giving information to K Dot? Because apparently they was close enough for Drake to make this song to feel some type of way. Do you think that Bron was the one that came to K Dot and
Man,
and and
he
that's
done put LeBron in the snitch bag. Come on now, we already done.
bruh,
Drake already
bruh,
done told on the man. Don't you come with this book? Come on, man.
bruh, I'm saying if the
Don't
dude that
label
mad,
LeBron as a
it's
snitch, too.
bro, it got you can't just be mad because he danced on a song and he played the song. It had to be
Bro,
Bron was the dude that was feeding K Dot the information, bro.
it could be some joint where like like I don't know if you ever had a relationship with like a close friend like and y'all close like brothers close. You know what I'm saying? And then at your darkest moment, you relying on somebody to kind of give you.
Man, he ain't
I'm just saying. I don't know if that's what they're going through, but I can see like, yo, like out of all people, I ain't
telling you,
expect
bro.
you to be doing this with my op. You know what I'm saying? Like
Silk, could I have a point, Silk? Could I have a point that Bron probably was the informant
on the snitch, golly,
to K Dot about all these things about Drake because
run ain't the snitch though.
Drake make it seem like they brothers. So you tell your brothers your deepest darkest secrets. I got a daughter. I mean, I got this, I got that. Could Braun have been the informant?
Man ain't leaking nothing on that dog. On go ahead, bro.
Oh, I have no. I couldn't even tell you, bro. I wouldn't.
I'm just
Just
thinking about
for
what
what's.
K Dot like the music he put out. It ain't had nothing that LeBron I would think have access to, in my opinion. But my bad, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, no, you straight. You straight. Yeah, I don't know. I just think all of it. It's just, bro. What happened to men? Like black men are the sassiest people on earth right now. Like real talk, bro. Like I think black men, you cut like Camron. We're gonna talk about Camron and Jim Jones, like 50 Cent and all. Like, bro, like black men are the sassiest people. Like friends turning on each other, like
Yeah.
airing each other old laundry out, like putting each other business on the streets. Think about it, from podcast to podcast, from athletes to rappers to CEOs, like the Drake. Like, we're talking about Drake and LeBron. Like this is not manly.
Yeah.
I just think like masculinity got to come back. There's a lot of dudes and a lot of feminine, you know, dynamic.
Yeah.
Like all this is sassy business, brother. Straight up.
All
Like what
right.
happened to like whatever happened between them dudes, man? Y'all hanging out. That's y'all business. That is straight up y'all business. Whatever happens, like who's to say he's not friends with Kendrick as well?
Yeah.
Like I think he's friends with a lot of these. He play all of their music. Because he's playing his music, I don't understand why you get mad to the point where you just pick up the phone and call him. The man, you got him tattooed on you, fam. Like, and you
God,
feel
yeah,
that way
and he
about
got
him.
yeah, boy, he got
You
the
got
tramp
LeBron
stamp.
tattooed on you. So call that man and say, hey, bro, this is how I feel. Manly things.
Yeah.
All this passive aggressive, talking about like you can ruin somebody's real family. And this is the reputation Drake got with most of these dudes, though. Like this type of behavior that we're seeing that he just showing. He's showing these unmanly behaviors, bro. But that's my take, bro. Like, let's get back to being men.
Yeah.
Get some couth about yourself, man. Keep a secret. Like, you fall out with a friend with grace, not airing their business out and being sassy about them and like, come on, man.
Damn, he got the
What's
Bron
your
tramp stamp. They might got matching tattoos.
What's your final thoughts, Trey? Before we move on, Trey, what's your final thoughts on it?
Get
I think
Drizzy out of here.
yeah, I think we kind of hit on all heads with that one. My final take is, be careful who you befriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just like call anybody your friend. Can't just get attached to anybody and just start like leaking your information and doing your wildest freak 69 God
Cheat
shit.
by yourself. Why you cheating with another man anyway?
Oh yeah, see what I'm saying? Like
Don't
they
cheat. Black men don't cheat, bro. Oh,
he gonna release the Bron did his
I'm
part
not
and stuff.
advocating to cheat, but like my dad said, you do the crime alone. You can't snitch on yourself.
yeah.
The gloves don't fit. You can't quit. Boy, golly.
Yeah, right. All
But
that. All
that's
that.
good. So our next topic, our next and final topic, man. This Jim Jones, Mace, and 50 Cent beef, bro. What? Jim Jones, Cameron, and 50 Cent. Or did I say it right? Mace. I don't know, man. It's so much. It's so many names involved in it. I just became aware of it. I seen some stuff, but I never paid attention to it until you told me today. So you wanna pop this off, man?
Pause.
And
Yeah, so I wish I had the video clips. Don't have the video clips, but it started off. The conversation started on Cam and May show. They had 50 Cent on as a guest. They asked Cam asked 50 about the time that he brought Jim Jones to his show in the height of the Dipset G Unit beef, right? So 50 Cent alluded to like he was just trying to see if he could play, a little some games, see if Jim take the bait because he knew Dipset was at odds. So he set the bait just to see if Jim would take it and come to the show, and he did. So they kind of laughed about it. Jim was asked about that same dialogue and conversation on Justin LeBoy's show, and he just said, "Man, they on my D. Like new boys, they just ride my D. Like they can't stop talking about me." He got into some other stories about Cam and Mace and how, Mace used to treat them and little boy them a little bit.
yeah,
And then today on the Mace and Cam show, they had a conversation and Jim Jones went on a rant saying that Jim Jones not from Harlem. He didn't grow up with
Cameron.
them.
Cameron
Yeah,
went on a rant.
Cameron said, yeah, Cameron went on a rant. My bad, my apologies. Cameron went on a rant about Jim Jones saying he wasn't from Harlem. And like he came into the crew later. He begged them to be a part of the crew. He was a fan. Like all of that to me is goofy, bro. Like I watched Dipset closely in that era, bro. Like that was blogger era. That's when like that's the beginning of all this social media hip hop stuff. So I used to watch that stuff, man. And Jim Jones was very instrumental in they run. Like he was known as the muscle, like around a lot of street thing that was going on, bro. So to see them boys fall out like that, they had a real brotherhood. Even when Jim was talking about him in the conversation he had on Justin LeBoy, he kept saying, "I love Cam. I got a lot of love for Cam." He kept reiterating that. So, but you can feel like what Cam is at on a lot of things, bro. He looking for confrontation and climbing the algorithms. He with all the smoke, but let's keep in mind these guys are like 50 years old, bro. Like we're not talking about 25-year-old rappers. That's what I'm saying. Like black men are the sassiest people on earth right now, brother. The
What you got?
messiest.
What you got, Trey, on that?
No, on that, like watching the Cam 50 interview, I honestly didn't see anything in that interview that kind of triggered Jim. You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking for it to see
It
like,
was
all
no
right,
bueno.
you think so?
Yeah.
I thought it was a solid interview, and I didn't get a chance to watch the full Jim Jones interview, but from my understanding, from what everyone was saying, is a lot of times Jim Jones take the humble road and kind of like show love and don't really like you know put everything out there like that. And this is the first time like everything is out there. And I can see, like, I think Jim Jones just came out with a new freestyle too, and you can just kind of like see like the pain, the aggression that's going. Like he kind of like going through something right now. But like you said, and I feel the same way. Like y'all about 50 years old, bro. What y'all trying to get out of this, dog? Like
Right,
nigga, I ain't trying. I don't want to see no more fucking. Like I don't want to see no more beef. Like nigga,
right, yeah,
like
bro. Y'all
like
50.
like 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 you ain't thinking about your damn target demographic. Nigga. Like
Right,
everybody,
bro.
We
we
too
we
we
we we done with it, bro.
y'all
We
should be
done with
telling
it,
y'all
bro.
should be telling stories and laughing about
Yes.
what happened, the dumbness. But that was funny. I didn't see the 50 Cent interview. I've seen the Camron, and I mean the Jim Jones and Justin interview, and then I seen the Cam rant. To me, it was both comical how these old dudes taking shots at each other, and like Jim Jones talking about, I brought the pink, I gave it to Cam, and I'm just like, bro, we in the black
50
community, bro,
years
we,
old.
we
You 50,
argue and
cuz.
say the dumbest stuff,
You
bro.
thought
And
dumb
then
man.
thing.
I brought the pink. Nah, come on, man. He
Yeah,
worse
right.
He
than Drake.
said, yeah,
Oh,
he said I brought the pink to Cam. He said I
I gotta
walked in
take
there
my
with
hat
the.
off.
He
I
said I
don't want
walked
to
in there with
smoke.
the pink Deodora and stuff. You know, I used to wear pink on Easter, pink and green on Easter and stuff. That was my
man,
thing.
go
And
ahead, man.
then Cam was like, oh, "I'm gonna rock that pink. I'm gonna take that," and I was like, "Yeah." And then, uh, and
Bro,
then listening
Cam
to
is.
Cam.
Go ahead.
Listen to Cam talk, and he was like, "Yo, you was running from BMF. Yeah, you ran on the beach and stuff." I'm just like, "Bro, y'all too old to be this. Like,
You're 50
y'all should
years
be
old.
honestly. Y'all shouldn't even be
Wow, cuz.
beefing. We should be laughing at these stories with y'all while y'all tell it together. Like y'all cracking jokes on each other. Y'all shouldn't be sitting around grown men this late in life and talking this level of beef to where you gonna punch on each other when y'all see each other, bro. Y'all too
But
old for
see,
that."
I didn't get that from Jim though, bro. Like the energy I got from Cameron was like it's the worst type of friend to fall out with, bruh. Like you talking about the man grandmama house, like you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't try y'all friendship. He just called you out on like how y'all move on some business stuff. But he kept saying like that's my man's. I would take a bullet for him and all of that stuff. Cam went to like disrespect, in my
Yeah.
opinion, and tried to lowball him. And I think that's where like it could go south. But at the end of the day, bro, y'all are way too old. You know what I'm saying to be beefing with each other about things that happened over a decade, 15, 20 years ago, bro. Like, what are y'all beefing about? Y'all successful black men.
Yeah.
Like, y'all should be doing more positive things, bro. You ain't got to be, you know, a preacher out here or nothing like that, but you should be setting a better example at the age of 50. Y'all damn near elders, bruh. And y'all acting like the screamers and the jits around here.
Yeah,
It's
boy,
crazy to me.
Yeah.
no
So
color
give
sequences.
me give me your final thoughts on this, Silk, before we close out the show. Before
That's
we
my
move.
final thoughts, man.
All right.
Black men, y'all stop being sass and stop like entertaining sass. If you in the comments of 50-year-old people sass and you about 25 and older, it's time to cut down the sass, man. Like we gotta bring manly shit back, bro. Like shaming people for not being manly. If you on blogs all day talking about who dating who having sex with who, like even I went here for the Travis Hunter stuff, man. All that was sassy men. More black men went viral over Travis Hunter than anybody else with dogging him, bro. Sassy men. Let's cut sass out. That's my final thought on it, man. Black men kill sass in 2025, my brothers.
All right. And again, this is our new daily cup format, and that was the daily cup. And now we're moving into the final. We call it pass the cup, where each one of us get 2 minutes to just talk our stuff off the dome about whatever you want to go. And Silk, you go first, bro. You on the clock.
Golly, I was trying to figure out what I didn't know we was doing
All
this.
right. Well. All right. Well.
You want
Yeah,
to go?
yeah, this motherfucker out, but I don't said all my 2 minutes, and
I like to talk, so I could talk, but I
Go,
wasn't
Trey.
prepared
What you
for
want
it.
to start it out, Trey? What?
no, I think
Nope. You on the clock. Go ahead. You got the floor.
no, I said it earlier, man. As far as like the quote I said earlier, and I remember like last week I was working at a food bank, right? And this lady, she just walked in and she just started crying, bro, just mauling, like crying. And she 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 ended up saying, she was like, "Hey, thank you guys for doing this, because I didn't know like where my last, I didn't know like how I was gonna feed my family." And before going to that, man, I was just like tired. My body was like going through a lot of things, and I was regretting, like, man, I just need to just chill. But then afterwards, watching her like go through that and have that moment of like, gratitude and like thankful for somebody like to, reach out and be have a support system. And I think I'm thinking about like those people, those families, those displaced families, everybody who out in California who are like, I personally haven't been in your shoes, but I do want to send a lot of like prayers your way, a lot of like good energy, whatever I can do on my end. I know Nova said there's a lot of resources as far as local resources, boots on the ground, as far as food banks, other stuff. We can also put that in the show notes where you can go, like if you displaced and you need housing and whatnot, because I have seen like rent up to like $3,000 or Airbnb up to $3,000 a day. It's just like wild capitalistic, like Americanism, like shenanigans that's going on. But man to man, woman to woman, human to human, I think we should all like have some empathy and some prayers and some grace to you guys. So
All
that's
right,
what I see that.
appreciate that. So you on the timer, man. Pass the cup to the boy Silk.
I might not use the whole 2 minutes. I might do. I don't know. This is off the cut, man. I mean, I could go down the same road as Trey, but I'm just gonna keep, talking to us, man. Brotherhood amongst black brothers. We gotta have empathy and sympathy towards each other and grace on each other. Just thing I just see all the time. We give each other a very hard time, and that bothered me a lot. Even through my hiatus of this show, just vibing and watching like the social media waves. Whether it's like you got a young brother like Travis Hunter that going to win the Heisman, a kid that's overcoming a lot of things, a lot of stereotypes. His father's in prison, single mom. And he's trying to, be a positive person. He ain't committing no crimes. He ain't failing no drug tests. This kid that went to HBCU out of high school as the #1 player in the country. He's just trying to be positive and make history. And everybody, black people more than anybody, man, like was dogging him about whoever he's with, regardless of who these young boys, because the draft is coming up as well, man. Regardless of who these young boys is dating, that's just not everybody's business, like give grace, give empathy, love, and give these brothers room to be young. They're gonna make mistakes. That's cool too. You make mistakes. We all gonna make mistakes, but I think we gotta give each other grace, man. Our lives gotta matter to each other first. I ain't just talking about just killing each other in the street, but how we treat each other on a day-to-day basis, how we interact with each other on these websites, in person, social media, comments, celebrities, like stay out of people's business, man. But give each other love, grace, empathy, and all that, man. Brother to brother.
All right,
Don't be
appreciate
too
that, man.
hard on each other.
For sure, man. And me, pass the cup to me, man. I'm
Mhm.
just gonna say this: the fires are affecting a lot of people, man. A lot of people have lost a lot of things. So, please keep the negative comments to yourself when it comes to that, because it's people really, really living that life every day. We don't know why it started, how it started, but we know it started, right? And hopefully we get to the bottom of it and the things that caused it. If somebody did, we find justice on it. The things that we need to be concerned about and that people next about is these insurance companies counseling policies, how allowing that to happen. We need to be on these politicians' necks about getting the appropriate amount of pumps or whatever is needed to make ensure that
The
water
punks.
is pumps. pumps, making sure that it's adequate amounts of water readily available to fight fires, and they have the necessary tools to fight fires. Like I seen 10 C-130s that's ready to fight fires just sitting on the runway and not active. So I got questions
What's a
about that.
C-130, my brother?
It's an aircraft, a military aircraft. They just sitting there
Don't
ready
act
to.
like we enlisted though. You got
Oh,
Yeah.
nah, they just military aircraft just sitting there ready to fight fires that's not being used. And I'm questioning why. You got these aircrafts that's capable, 10 of them, sitting there ready to fight these fires, and you're not engaging in using these. So please, man, like let's get on these politicians, these insurance companies, everything, man, and hold them accountable because you go years paying these insurance policies only for them to drop you when they feel like it. And you get nothing in return, right? Everybody get insurance because they tell us we have to have it, and we go most of our life not even using these policies. And at the drop of a dime, they could just cut you with no reason or raise your rates, and that's not fair for nobody. So we need to be at these politicians' neck, and that's it. That's all I got. So anything before we part out, man? I just want to say shout out to the sponsor, Morning Cup Coffee, for this show. You can go find it at www.tcuppodcast.com. Get the best coffee of your life. Hit that coffee bar tab and drink up. I'm telling you, fresh, organic to your door, made, roasted to order, free delivery, no taxes, shipped straight to you, right there.
Hand flick bean.
And shout out to everybody, Bill for calling in, Malik, Wayne, Brandon, J Red, everybody, Alan Allen for stopping by,
How
giving
many
us
people called
comments.
in?
No, just calling in and commenting, tapping in with us tonight, man. I really appreciate y'all for giving us the feedback and stuff, man.
Okay.
I appreciate all the love in the comments, man. Peace, love,
Yeah.
and blessings, man. That's all I got. We back tomorrow. Like
We're
every
back
day
tomorrow, man.
Already.
Send us your voicemail, send us your topics that you want us to talk about. We on here every day, about 30, 45 minutes, and then we do our long show during the week as well.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, prayers out to the homeless, right? You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to pray for them though. Now all of a sudden he ain't saved. Now all of a sudden he ain't got a Christian heart. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden he ain't
Yeah,
Christ-like.
the homeless from the
Yeah,
fires, bro.
look at, go
The
ahead.
homeless.
That's
All right,
crazy to
shout
me,
out
man.
Jason, man.
You see how you got quiet on that? Boy, golly, boy.
Yeah, the
That's
homeless people
crazy.
that just lost their house. I'm
Oh,
prayers for them and strength, bro.
Now you got a time frame on a house losage. That's crazy.
Since January 7th.
boy, you're wild, man.
that boy different.
Boy, generational.
Cut the tape. Cut the tape. Cut the tape.
Oh, I forgot I supposed to end it.
Yeah,
My
Oh,
bad,
wow,
man.
keep going, boy. 'Cause That boy,
Tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow, man. We out.
that boy hard on the homeless man.